from Rhode Island, 27 years old, an ICU nurse who answered the call to go to New York and help. Taylor Campbell stayed in a Times Square hotel with 600 other healthcare workers. She worked exhausting shifts, sometimes wearing the same hospital mask for 5 days in a row. She first realized what she was doing was special when she discovered the NYPD had arrived at their hotel to escort them to work. Her hospital unit in Harlem treated only critical patients, and many people have now read and forwarded what she wrote this past Friday, and we quote. Today was a beautiful day. My intubated patient who had been squeezing my hand for the last several days finally was strong enough to get extubated. This morning I gave her her morning medications, and when I told her I was leaving the room, she shook her head no. I asked if she wanted me to stay longer, and she shook her head yes. I stayed in the room for 15 minutes just holding her hand. When it was time to extubate her this afternoon, she squeezed my hand the entire time. A few short minutes later, she mouthed her first words to me, "I love you." My heart exploded. I started to sob in the room. Tears were running into my N95 mask as I stood there and held her hand. It was a beautiful moment. She repeated the words again, this time stronger. She has been my patient from the day our unit opened. I've had her for 15 days. She'd been vented that entire time. I asked her if she had heard me talking to her for the last 15 days, and she said yes. She's very fatigued, but manages to give me a thumbs up and continues to try and mouth words. She wants me in the room constantly to hold her hand, and I have been spending a lot of time in there with her today. My time at Metropolitan Hospital is complete. I am just thankful that on day 21, I had this experience with my patient. I feel my purpose of coming here was to save her life. Well, then Taylor went home to Rhode Island to what can only be called a proper hero's welcome.
Oh my God!
Back home in the great state of Rhode Island, where there are way fewer than 6 degrees of separation, Taylor is from a family of Providence police officers. So there's service in her family already, and now Taylor's service has genuinely saved lives in New York. With that, that is our broadcast for this Monday night as we start a new week.